Anyway, they're coming to the start now, I think. We are ready for Race 5, Standard Boat Open, Premier and Senior A, 2,000 metres pursuit. Slovakia should be coming to the start first. Or are they going to do one more rotation? I think they are. They're going to go. I thought they were ready then, but they're allowing the teams to go around one more time. And there's the blue and yellow of Ukraine. They're all wearing yellow, what almost looks like hankies on their head, but bandanas, sorry. Very Brazilian looking, actually, with their bandanas on. I think I'll just nip over to the studio area where our technical boys are making it all happen. And how are you, our producer, Mr. Keeler?
I'm fine. I think I'm losing my hair a little bit, but yeah, we're going good. It's all going well. Hello to everyone in the chat room as well. You're kind of talking to me now and again, which is nice. Be good for you to say hello to other people at the venue, or if they're in other parts of the world, we can definitely get the message out there.
I'm not being funny, Phil, but you were already losing your hair before you came to this event.
Yes.
So if you were to lose much more, then, you know, I mean, well, I don't really want to say what you'd look like, but you'd look like me, actually.
Well, I look like a mini you, sadly.
Yes, slightly wider than me, but, you know, that's okay, though. We all come in different shapes and sizes and different packages, and so do all the paddlers. It doesn't matter whether you're short, small, long hair, bald hair. Doesn't really matter. If you can paddle, and you can paddle fast and hard and strong, and you can do that for your country, then you will eventually end up doing what these guys are doing now in Europe. Phil?
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's good. Oh, Shirley's just told me she's given me permission to stamp on your foot for taking the mickey about my hair.
Would you like to marry Phil then, Shirley? I think there's something going on here. I mean, me and Phil's hair is identical, so I'd only be ridiculing myself, really. But and I have no problem with doing that. So, ouch! That was Phil. That wasn't very nice. He's done it, Shirley. Free on Wednesday, eh? I'm going to sit in the power chair for a minute of Murray. He's the only one who's allowed a much more luxurious chair. The rest of the team sit on wooden spikes to keep them alert. Peter's doing a sterling job, but I dare not interrupt him at all because his concentration is absolute. A sterling performance by Peter Kike, our technical supervisor, and one of our camera operators around the ground, high up here in the studio. We've got cameras all over the place, trying to bring you some great coverage, but I think the cameras right now are focused on the start, which is Slovakia leading off this Race 5, the Standard Boat Open, Premier and Senior A competition. Any minute now. There's a young Slovakian lady down on the pontoon, laying right down there with her camera to get a great shot of her team. But I think we're about to go. Wendy Hermelink, the chief starter, is down there, ready to set the teams off. Ukraine are behind Slovakia. So the runners and riders, Slovakia in lane 1, taking us off, leading the pack, then Ukraine, then Hungary, then Germany, then the Czech Republic, Premier Open, then Ukraine Senior A Open, then Czech Republic Senior A Open, Poland Senior A Open, and Russia Senior A Open. So, for those who are wondering what these Premier Opens and Senior A Opens are, this race basically has 9 teams in it, where 5 of the teams are what's called Premier Open teams, the male teams, the youngest of the teams, shall we say, and Senior A competition going on in this race is for the over 40s teams. Thank you very much. Thank you. Murray, we're off.
Yes, here we go. A very racing start there by Slovakia. Yeah, they're lengthening out to the pace they're planning to go for the rest of the course. And here come Ukraine. Looking good, yellow blades on their paddles. all in yellow tops. Yeah, really digging in that water. You can see after the boat's gone by, you can see the water having been stirred up by them. Here's Hungary. There they go. Number 4, Germany. Number 5, Czech Republic. Their Premier Open team. Yeah. Number 6, Ukraine in the blue. And that's the Senior A Open. Oh, that didn't quite work. They were confused then. The Czech Republic Senior A. Followed by Poland. That lovely red colour of Poland. And Senior A Open Russia. And they've got a full team in that boat. So the boats are spread out. The first lot half just completing the bend as the last one start. Very difficult for some of these big countries, or you can even say in Germany, that a lot of the German team are from the Berlin area and Hanover area, whereas people right down in the south of Germany seem to have been overlooked. As with Russia, there's some fairly strong dragon boaters out in Vladivostok, which is right over near Japan, as well as in the Moscow area. The spacing seems fairly even with the first lot. Of course, those are the Premier teams. Then we get the senior teams. There's a bit of a gap forming now. Slovakia looked to be being caught by Ukraine. They got a steady, strong, slow stroke, the Slovakian, but I think they're conceding some distance to the Ukrainians behind them. I rather think that stroke on the Slovakians is all right if you're doing 5 kilometers. But they're in danger of being caught on the next round. Ukraine are going to catch them round here, aren't they? Here we go. Yes, so you've got to, when you're steering around there, you've got to find a balance between getting the boat round and causing too much friction against the water, which will slow the boat. But look at that, only about a length of clear water between those two the boats now. There's Hungary coming around and Czech Republic. There's all sorts of people flying around now. It's the Czech Republic's premier boat coming around the top of the bend here. Now the first of the seniors, the Ukraine Senior A Open, and boat number 6, and then followed by a boat with a number 1 on the front. There's Czech Republic, what have I missed? And the last two, Poland and Russia. Now I've got to watch the skill of the helms coming round this bend again. Poland have got to actually they've been overtaken by a team outside on the outside. If the others have been on the inside, they'd have had a lot of way, but Poland have given way to them, and they've gone right out to turn. The first two paddlers drawing there to pull the bows around. And going up now, the two boats seem to be still together up in the lead there. And all the rest with the gaps stayed fairly steady. See, when just immediately behind the tail, the wash there from the paddles is not as great in these boats at the back here as they are in the ones up at front. They really got to disturb that water when they're going along. But then they are, of course, the seniors as opposed to the open teams. Steely-eyed racers up in the front there. That looks good now. A little bit of a charge for the line. Well, the Slovakia are not giving up too easily, are they? They're everybody there is fairly level. Ukraine seem to be on the outside of those two. I think Ukraine have got a chance of just overhauling the Slovakians. But you've got to look out for the Germans. The Hungarians are behind them. They are paddling with intent. Yes. Yeah, those guys will feel good at the end of the race, having pipped another boat. Yeah, Ukraine now just gone into the lead. I wonder if Slovakia will change their tactic and do a big sprint. No, they've kept the same rate. Yeah. Hungary. And Germany. And Czech Republic coming in. The Czech Republic, lots of noise for the local team. That's it, relax folks. And Ukraine here out on their own, nobody at the front or the back. And the others are spread out right the way down the course. They're all on this final leg now. That's the Ukrainian senior A's. They can relax. And Czech Republic senior A's as well. Good paddle angles, good timing. There they are. A pretty good bow wave through there. And along comes Russia, having left Poland behind. These are all the seniors still, of course. It's Russia. Over the line they go. The IDBF championships, you know, you think about the country trying to produce teams spread out like Russia, USA, Canada, Australia. There's several hours flying between some of the places for them to go and do their trials. Here we are, Poland coming across the line. Well done, you. Well done, Poland. They're allowed to, the last leg. Yep, they've crossed the line. They're coming down the last leg. They can come down anywhere on the course to get to the finish line.
Thank you, Murray.
And that's
that was race 5, standard boat. Welcome back. Just got the results from that last race. And Czech Republic, the Premier Open team, 8:20.37 in the second was Germany, 8:28.1. Third was Ukraine, Premier A Open, 8:30.85. Hungary Premier Open, 8:33.4. Russia Senior A Open. I'm just moving over here just so I can see. 8:34. Czech Republic Senior Open, 8:41. Ukraine Premier Open, 8:42. Slovakia Premier Open, 8:50. And Poland Senior A Open in 9:28.